everyone, welcome to Kitchen Conversations. My name is Stephane Haisley, and today I'll be making chicken chow mein. I really like this dish because it's quick, it's tasty, and the kids like it, and it's very healthy too. So this is chicken chow mein, but it could be any other kind of chow mein. If you like shrimp, it could be shrimp, it could be steak, and the process is basically the same. So the first thing I do, I get my chicken. I usually use a stir-fried chicken, so it's cut up really small, and I season it with usual season, a little salt, a little pepper, a little chicken seasoning, and I let that sit for a while. And then I get the vegetables. I use a lot of different types of vegetables. I use carrots, I use broccoli, I use pak choy, I use cabbage. Sometimes I use baby corn, but I'm not using baby corn today, or even mushrooms, so you can use what you like. I do not put them all together, and this is something I learned over time, because when you put them all together and you put them to cook together, they don't all cook at the same time, and so you have some vegetables hard and some soft. So I cook all of them separately. Like, carrots take a lot longer to cook, so I'll cook that a little bit longer. I also do my seasoning, onions, scallion, and also ginger, which I grate. My garlic, I crush my garlic with a garlic press, and a little bit of Scotch bonnet pepper doesn't hurt. And then there you have the sauces. For the sauces, I use oyster sauce, I use soy sauce, and I also use spicy sweet ginger, and of course I use some cornstarch to thicken the mix, to thicken the sauce. I have a little helper. This is Skylar, and she's going to be making the sauce, so she's adding cornstarch to water. She's going to put 2 spoons full.
Milk.
My secret ingredient is just a teaspoon of sugar, which I add to all the sauces, just to give it a little bit of kick, and I think my kids like that a little more. I start off by putting a little oil in the pot and putting the chicken in, allow it to saute for a little. So you stir fry the chicken a little, and then you add the carrots. Then I take it out once it's cooked, and I do the other vegetables separately. So I do my broccoli. And then I'll do the pak choy along with it, because they cook at perhaps a little bit of a similar pace. But I always do my cabbage separately, and I always put a little oil in ahead of time, and then I saute. So I saute all the vegetables and I put them aside, and then I also do the noodles. For the noodles, I use spaghetti, and I just boil it in a pot of water. And once it's boiled, it's strained and set aside. The thing about chicken chow mein is that it's like a mixture of a lot of different things. You put together your chicken and your vegetables. Every one of these different items that make up this menu, if you look at it and you taste it by itself, it may not be very tasty. For example, garlic or ginger. You may not eat garlic or ginger by itself, but when you put them all together and you put the sauces, it makes it very tasty. And this is sort of similar to what Paul speaks about in Ephesians 4 from verses 1 to 16. He makes the whole body fit together perfectly. As each part does its own special work, it helps the other parts grow so that the whole body is healthy and growing and full of love. You know, we always say that no man is an island, no man stands alone. And that is so true in this context, because you may think, oh, I can do this on my own. And you may do an okay job. But when you work together with other persons who have other talents, you can achieve so much more. It helps the other parts grow. When you do your special work and you use your talents, it helps others grow. So it's not only about yourself, but it's also about your brother. It's also about your sister. What can you do to help them to improve on their talent? What is the aim of that? So that the whole body is healthy and growing and full of love. Okay, let's get back to our dish. So once all the vegetables are cooked, then I put everything together in the wok. And then I add the sauce. And let it simmer for a little bit. Thank you for joining us for Kitchen Conversations. See you next time. Bye. Start over.
Bye.